Hey everybody, it is GiftedLlama, and I'm super excited to give you a tour of my Dreamcast collection today. Now, it is not a very big collection, but I'm hoping to expand it and collect more stuff over the coming months and years because I am absolutely in love with this console. And I knew nothing about the Dreamcast a year ago. I only thought that Sega had made the Sega Genesis and some Sonic games. I knew nothing about the Dreamcast. I started doing research about the console and I'm like, wow, this thing came out right around the time of the GameCube, and I had the GameCube when it came out. I absolutely love that console, and I started looking into the different games and the different features and all the cool accessories for the Dreamcast, and I'm like, I could totally visualize myself having this as a kid, and I experienced like a nostalgia for it, for something I never experienced. I was just like, I need to go get a Dreamcast right away. So I did. I went to my local game shop and they had one, and this isn't the one that I got actually. I bought one. It was much more yellowed, it was much older, and it wouldn't read discs. It was broken. So I took it back and they gave me this one, much nicer, only a little bit of yellowing in the edge there, as you can see. But overall it's nice and clean. It looks very, very new, like lightly used. And if you look on the back, you know, you see the essentials, made in Japan. That's awesome. Good old Japanese hardware. And if you open it up, the insides, they look clean, they look good. The scanner is great, the discs spin great, it's just wonderful. And then, you know, over here we have our modem. Haven't connected this to the internet yet. I'm probably gonna pick up a broadband adapter eventually at some point because I have a couple games that you can play online. But just look at that, look at that logo. That's awesome. Do you see that? Look how smooth it is. Just like, there's no rush, it just gently opens up. That's fucking amazing. So, let's move on to my controllers. This is the standard gray controller that comes with the Dreamcast. This one is my absolute favorite. It is the main controller I use. It's a nice red. It's got that clear plastic, which I love when they did that in like the late 90s and the early 2000s with the clear plastic so you can see all the hardware inside. Absolutely love that stuff. This is the one I use. This is the one I bought with it. However, this one is the one that came with this console when I got it at the game store. Nice black, again with the clear plastic. This is the one I usually give to my friends or when I have a guest over to play. And they did have at my game store a green one that they just got, so I'm gonna have to get that so I can complete the collection, have 4 controllers. I do hear that there is a yellow one that is super rare, so maybe someday I'll just have to get one of those myself. But anyway, let's move over to the VMUs, the memory cards. This one right here is my main one. Most of my games are stored on here, and this one I actually got brand new. Came in this box. I was so fortunate to find it. But actually, they have a ton of these at the store, and I was made aware that Sega made a ton of the VMUs. Like, they made a bajillion of these things. But I got it mint in box. It's like $10, so it's not bad at all. There's a little cap for it. Got instructions in the back. I'm trying to keep the box in really good condition. That's so awesome. I mean, it's really awesome. So over here, there's my other VMUs. I like the blue ones. I'm probably going to get a couple more. You can get them in different colors too, similar to the controllers. And again, there's a yellow one that's super rare to find as well, so I'm gonna have to get my hands on that. Wonder how expensive it is. But here is the jump pack for the controller. This vibrates whenever you like take damage or there's impact in a game, and a lot of games are compatible with it. This is really the only other accessory I have, but there's a ton of stuff. They got microphones, they got steering wheels, they got keyboards and mouse. They had all kinds of accessories for the Dreamcast, so super excited to delve into that at some point. So let's move on to the final segment, which is the games. I do have Sonic Adventure. That is a must-have if you have a Dreamcast. You gotta get that. I have it on the Dreamcast, I have it on the GameCube, and I have it on Steam to play on PC in case either of those platforms fail. This is the first one I got online. It came in this case, the nice jewel case, but the disc, which I now have in here, was all shot. It was scratched. Yeah, there's some smudges. You can't really see them on the camera. But it was scratched. I tried cleaning it. It just would not work. It would not read. So instead of just getting my money back, I decided, you know, I'm going to keep the jewel case because I love the jewel case. I just love them. all the little art, all the stuff they put into it. I just absolutely love jewel cases. I'm just so sad that they don't put games in jewel cases anymore. So I got another one online. It came in this shitty case with a big old crack in there. However, the disc works, so I just put the shitty disc in the shitty case and the good disc in the good case. This one still has some freezing issues every now and then, but overall works and plays pretty good. So over to my other games. We got Extreme Sports, super fun game. 18-wheeler. This one I can't get working. It's not reading for some reason. I get to the loading screen, it just freezes. I'll try cleaning it, but still have it. And NFL 2K. Now, I don't actually really care for sport games, but I figured, let's just get one. Let's play it. Let's see what it's like. Controls are tight. It's very fluid animations. It's very fun, actually. Highly recommend this one. That's not NFL. It's actually NBA. And I have an NBA game right here as well. Very same game. I did not look in the case when I bought this one, so I have a backup copy in case anything happens. Rippin' Riders, oh my gosh, this game is so fun. There's something about the snowboarding games in like the late 90s that was just so entertaining. They're such a simple concept, but you can have so much fun with a snowboarding game. This one you can just plug in, just play, really great. Highly recommend Rippin' Riders. Test Drive 6, I don't know where 1 through 5 is, but this one is fun. Gotta have a good old racing game. And they have Subarus in this one. And the intro has fucking Gary Newman in it. I fucking love Gary Newman, so that's a plus right there. I didn't know that till I saw the intro. Gary Newman. Demolition Racer, this is also a must-have. Very fun, chaotic, very fun demolition game. Over here we have Quake 3. This one is a port from the PC version. I've played it. It's a bit weird to get used to the controls, but once you get used to it, it's pretty fun. Now, what is unique about Quake 3 for the SEGA Dreamcast is there is still an online community out there. If you connect your Dreamcast, that's right, if you go all the way over here and you plug your little Dreamcast into your modem or your broadband adapter if you have one, you can get online and play with people who are still on Quake 3 servers. How awesome is that? Up next we got MDK2, which is a really awesome shooter. I haven't really had a chance to sit down and play it properly, but it's looking great so far. I'm not really familiar with this series. I never really heard of MDK at all until I saw this at the game shop. Apparently the first one was only on PC, but they made the second one on the Dreamcast, which is pretty cool. We got Soul Calibur. Another must-have for the Dreamcast. What can be said about Soul Calibur? It's just fucking amazing. Controls are tight, it's a great fighting game. The AI is responsive, and it can be very tough if you set it all the way up. Good challenges, great gameplay, great replayability. This is like a party favorite right here, Soul Calibur. Great. Sega Bass Fishing, another must-have. Have not played it yet, though, actually. But I saw it, I'm like, you know what? I gotta get it. Deep Fighter. This one is very unique. I have not heard anything about this game at all. I researched it. There's really not much out there. It's actually a 2-disc game. Live action cutscenes, which is really cool. Then my last game that I got is Sonic Shuffle, which is pretty much the Sonic version of Mario Party. It's interesting. It's got mini games. It has a unique card system. So there we go, boys and girls. That is my Sega Dreamcast collection. Like I said, it's not big at the moment, but I plan on expanding it and acquiring more stuff, especially that green controller, because, I need a fourth. They're all alone right there. If you like the Dreamcast, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, bring back that Dreamcast spirit, Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. It really helps out a lot. Share it with your friends. And if you're interested in my channel, I put out tons of great content. Subscribe. So, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.